Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Motivation. I'm the New Age entrepreneur, Victor Simmons. Hello there. So, good morning to everyone. And I hope everyone's having, a great week, a great start to your day, depending where you're at in the world or when you're watching this. I'm hoping that you're making it a great day. And today I want to talk about invest in yourself, right? So I'll tell you a little bit about kind of what's going on, right? Because this daily show is about life, entrepreneurship, and marketing, right? So everyday life, what's going on in my life, what's common or probably what's going on in your life. Entrepreneurship, right? Entrepreneurship, the ability to, take your destiny in your own hands, not relying on an employer or someone else to pay you for your efforts, trading dollars for hours. Entrepreneurship simply means creating businesses, your income, capital, whatever you have it, and marketing, right? So obviously, I'm a marketer. I'm an online marketer. That's how I create businesses and multiple streams of income, right? So yesterday I was talking to a couple of fellas, right, younger. They're in like their mid-20s, right? It's ironic. Like one is in Hawaii and another one's in Kansas City, right? And both of these guys are young. They have young families, and both of them, after speaking with them, they want to make money, right? One wants to. He's never been in business before. He's never been an entrepreneur, but that's why he was online. He was searching because he knows he wants more than what he's currently getting out of life, and he was searching for different business opportunities, right, online and offline. Another guy, he's kind of already doing this little entrepreneurship deal, driving Uber or whatnot, and he has a young child and one on the way, right? And he just wants to get rich on the internet, right? So, obviously, I'm telling them about the different opportunities that they have with, what I do. And if they want to get to the point where I'm at, where, you're able to walk away from your job and do what you love full-time, market full-time. But here's the ironic part for both of them, right? They both were afraid to invest their money, right? They both were afraid to take a chance or take a risk, right? They were holding on so tight to, the money that they have to invest. They're holding on so tight, and they had so much fear of losing that money, right? If it didn't work out, or, if they didn't, follow through with their commitment, or, what if, and, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, right? With the money that they have, right? Money that they can more or less afford to lose, money that could be spent easily in a night, in a weekend, going out to eat, having some drinks, just buying random stuff. We all know how fast we can spend money, right? They're so holding this money so tight that they couldn't just release and let go so they can get what they truly want out of life, right? It's like, yeah, I want to start a business. I want to make this much a month. I want to be able to give something to my kids and take care of my family and go travel the world and not have to worry about money and become financially free. But, right? They're so worried about the what ifs, and what if I lose this money, and, what if it doesn't work out, and all of these, fear producing feelings that they have, right? And what I pride myself in fact, my new affirmation is, I'm the best in the world at helping others take action to get what they already want with entrepreneurship online, right? I want to inspire others to get what they already want, get them to take action, through entrepreneurship online, right? I'm a marketer. I believe in business. I've been a businessman since I was, 9, 10, 11 years old, mowing lawns. I wasn't afraid to go out there when everyone else was playing video games or watching TV. I was out knocking on doors saying, hey, can I mow your lawn? And, in the wintertime, grew up in Kansas. If it's snowing outside, I'm knocking on doors and say, hey, can I shovel your driveway? Right? Because I've always wanted more than what I was currently getting out of life. So I started my business at a young age, Vic's Lawn Care Service. Right? My tagline, you grow it, I'll mow it. Right? That was my tagline. I was hustling. I was out getting what I wanted. Right? Because I believed that's what it took. So I wasn't worried about, the TV show that I was going to miss, or, someone's, video game challenge that I was going to miss, right? I wasn't worried about what people were going to say if I knocked on their door and they're like, no, I don't want you to mow my lawn, right? I wasn't worried about that stuff because I was so focused on the opportunity that I let go of everything else. And so it was a learning lesson for me, because if my mission is to become the best in the world at inspiring people to take action, to get what they already want with entrepreneurship online, then I have to keep working on and developing myself, right? I have to keep investing in my knowledge. I have to keep reading books, right? I have to keep surrounding myself with mentors who, can teach me how to inspire people to get what they already want, which is what I want to be the best in the world at. I want to inspire people to take action, to get what they already want with entrepreneurship online. And obviously, I failed at that yesterday, right? And I was thinking about that last night, and I was thinking about that this morning, and it's not because, of what I would gain. And these guys, they're still on the fence, right? So who knows? I haven't looked at my, computer or email or Facebook. Who knows? They could have messaged me and said, hey, I'm ready to go. But even if they didn't, in that moment, I wasn't able to show them enough of what their possibilities could be, right? I'm talking to the one guy, he wants to get rich, and, he wants to, have this and have that. But he didn't know who Robert Kiyosaki was in the Rich Dad Poor Dad series, right? He wasn't sure who other successful entrepreneurs were who, have gone through the grind. I study that. I see what other entrepreneurs have gone through, whether they're selling their CDs or their tapes out of their car, whether they're knocking on doors trying to sell their beauty products, whether, they are, started off as a party promoter, then build to, a music exec, whether they started in the mailroom, right? These people have a sense of what they're trying to do, right? What they're trying to do, where they're trying to go, and they're willing to invest their time, their money, their energy, their reputation, right? It's like, if you're trying to get somewhere, you got to burn everything behind you. You got to believe in yourself so much that you don't even care. Stop holding on to this. Stop holding on so tight to what you have, right? Because what you have is what you have. And you want more than what you have. So how can you get more if you're holding on so tight to your past? You got to release it and let it go, right? You got to be more excited about the opportunity than fearful of what you could lose. This is business, baby. Takes risk, right? The greater the risk, the greater the reward. So I guess when I say you have to invest in yourself, you have to keep growing. Keep growing your mind. Keep growing, your intellect. Keep getting knowledge on what you're studying, where you're trying to go, right? Invest in yourself. If you're not going to invest in yourself, then yeah, you're right. Keep holding on to that job. Keep holding on to that few bucks that you have in your pocket, right? Keep holding on to that story that you've been telling yourself. Keep holding on to what other people are talking about, of how they try stuff and it didn't work. Keep holding on to that, right? So hold on to it as tight as you can, because you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. And until you release and let it go, you're not going to be able to get blessed for something new. You're not going to be able to take advantage of opportunities because you're so worried about holding on to what you already aren't being fulfilled with. And I'm operating from a standpoint from a guy who worked his business on the side while having a full-time job, while being a full-time husband and father, right? And then finally built that up enough so I can let go of that job that was taking up time away from me building my family, building my relationship with my wife and kids, building my business, right? I needed my time. So now I can work my business and be with my family, but I took a risk. Yeah, life's a risk, right? Every time you start something new, it's a risk. But I did not get married because I was worried about, man, what if we break up? What if, this doesn't work out, right? I could have held on to that, but I was focused on the opportunities and the what ifs. What if this woman changes my life and we can have a beautiful future together and have kids, and I have a companion for life, and then we can have grandkids, and we can keep, building, something beautiful, and I can be fulfilled inside, right? If I was so fearful about this relationship and worrying about the what ifs, then I wouldn't be getting blessed right now with a beautiful relationship, right? Just like kids. What if we have kids and we can't take care of them, or how are we going to have money to feed them? And, what if one passes away, or what if, something tragic happens to one? It's like, if you hold on to that fear, that uncertainty, of that doubt, it's like you're so focused on the what ifs, you're not thinking about the what ifs in a positive way. You're not thinking about the opportunity, right? And that's going to, stifle your life. That's going to, not let you have the best life that you possibly can have, right? So if you're not willing to invest in yourself, if you're not willing to take risk in your life, then you're not going to get to be fulfilled, right? You can't say, hey, I want to be rich, but I'm afraid to invest $47 into my business, or I have, $2,000 to invest in my business to get the education that I need to, position myself in a way to where, I can get that, $5,000 to $6,000, $7,000 a month income that I can grow and build. But I'm only going to invest just a little bit so I can try it out just in case it doesn't work, man. That's the wrong mindset. That's the wrong mentality. If that's the case, man, keep your few bucks, go take your family out to eat, and then keep the job that you have, right? If that's your mindset. If your mindset is like, oh man, I'm going to try it, and I'm going to just put just a little bit in here just in case it don't work, man, then keep your little change, and keep that life that you already, are living, because you're not serious about, changing your life and building a business. And, you're telling me that, you want something to pass on to your family and your kids, and to, be able to stop having someone tell you when you have to go to work or how much money you can make, man. If that's what you really want, then it's time to step up. It's time to believe. It's time to burn all your bridges behind you and say, okay, hey, listen, this is what I want. If you're going to help me out, then let's do it, right? Let's do it. And that's the mindset that I'm on. It's like, man, I'm not trying to work with people who got those piddly little minds and piddly little, fears and stuff that they can't overcome, because I overcame those already. And I'm helping others to overcome it. But if you want to keep selling yourself the story of why you can't do something, then sold, right? I buy it. You're right. You can't. You bought it, I'll buy it too, right? Sold. Keep it, right? But if you want to sell yourself on, I know that there's more inside of me. I know what I want. And I know that if I put my mind to it and if I do everything that I'm taught and keep grinding and keep believing and keep growing myself, keep investing in myself, I know I'm going to get to where I'm trying to go. Then sold. I'll buy that and I'll work with you. But until you adopt that mentality, I really can't work with you. And this is just one of those things. I'm just speaking for the heart. I'm speaking about, a situation that I was in, and the people who are watching this, and maybe you're one of the guys who I'm speaking about and you're watching this, man, and I'm just having real talk with you. Right? And anyone else that's watching, if you ever want to work with Victor Simmons and the New Age Entrepreneurs and really change your life, you got to understand that that's the mindset that I'm on. So if you're not ready, if you rather hold on to what you've been getting and you're afraid to invest in yourself and believe in yourself, I can't help you. But if you're ready to change your life, then reach out to me. Let me help you get to where you're trying to go. Come into our team. Adapt the mindset of the team, right? We only live once. We only live once. Invest in yourself. All right. And as always, as the New Age entrepreneur who creates multiple streams of income online and whose new affirmation is, I'm the best in the world at inspiring people to take action to get what they already want with entrepreneurship online, I'm going to keep investing in myself and keep getting better and better and better at that. Right. Because I really want to help people. I really want to help people change their lives. All right. So turn on your light. And until next time, take care. Be well.